Are you what your mom eats? Proper nutrition during pregnancy is key to the development of a healthy baby, and new research shows that it can help prevent long-term health problems as well. Our Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here with more, and this is right up your alley because you're an OBGYN.
That's right.
So I'm sure you're eager to talk about this. What did researchers find?
This is so important, Maggie. This was actually a rodent study, came out of England. They looked at an embryo before it was implanted into the uterus, and they restricted these mommy rodents' diets to very, very low protein. What they found after a normal diet in pregnancy and after pregnancy is that the embryos that then became actual rodents actually had some severe effects in terms of high blood pressure, cardiovascular or heart dysfunction, abnormal growth patterns, and even behavior abnormalities. Take-home point here, one more piece of evidence that shows us that what we eat when we're pregnant can have long-term consequences for the future outcomes.
All right, so let's make sure that all the expectant moms out there or future moms get the protein they need during pregnancy. This is an example of how much protein pregnant women should be eating a day?
60 grams a day of protein. We have some pretty obvious examples here, anything from an egg, and it doesn't have to be fried or scrambled, it can be hard-boiled. Fish, chicken, you want to stay to the thin fish, so those are the low mercury fishes. Things like cottage cheese, great sources of protein.
We take, when women are pregnant, they give women who are pregnant prenatal vitamins that have folic acid. Is it enough to take a vitamin, or should you get those kinds of stuff from your food as well?
Yes and yes. You need to take a prenatal vitamin, and actually what most people don't know is you want to get that folic acid level in your blood as much as 3 months before conception. So if you're even trying to get pregnant, or if you could become pregnant, you want to get 0.4 milligrams of folic acid in your diet pretty much every day. When you're pregnant, it's very important in the first trimester, and these are some examples of it. You have fortified cereals, some beans, especially white beans, things like asparagus, great sources of folic acid.
You hear about vitamin D also, is that a big one?
Yeah, well, we hear about vitamin D in everyone, right? We're going to probably hear more and more about it. Vitamin D for all of us is very important for healthy immune function. It affects brain function as well. The national guidelines for pregnant women have not changed yet to include more vitamin D, but keep paying attention because we're probably going to hear more about that in the future.
Is there a danger of pregnant women getting too much of a good thing?
That's always a danger, whether you're pregnant or not. The biggest thing in pregnancy is actually vitamin A in high doses above about 10,000 or 15,000 units a day can actually be harmful. So what's in a prenatal vitamin and a healthy diet, you'll be fine.
It's so hard for pregnant women to decide what should I eat, what shouldn't I eat, because there's so many different opinions among doctors.
Right.
Is there a good, just general rule? Like, what do you tell your patients?
You know what, you want to eat a healthful, well-balanced, nutritious diet. You know there's no nutrition in fast food or pizza. In moderation, that's fine. You want to get well-balanced things like calcium, things like protein, iron. That's all important. You don't want to live your life in a plastic bubble, though, because if you overeat in pregnancy, and there's a lot of sabotage, you and I both know when you're pregnant, everyone tries to feed us, you will pay the consequences, if not in your pregnancy, later on in life.
And you shouldn't gain too much weight, right?
Right, that's huge. Just recently, they've increased, they put out new guidelines about too much weight gain in pregnancy, and since 2/3 of women are obese, the weight gain recommendations, Maggie, have dropped to as low as 11 pounds. I tell my patients in the delivery room, most women will lose 10 to 12 pounds. Pretty much 10 pounds after that, you'll lose, in the immediate postpartum period. After that, that weight is yours to keep. So you don't want to gain too much weight. Lose this you're eating for two philosophy. You only need an extra 100 to 300 calories a day when you're pregnant, which is nothing.
All right, Dr. Jennifer Ashton. I knew she'd be passionate about this one. Thank you so much.
You bet, Maggie.